All right, you guys, we are recording. It is Tuesday, September. I had to legit think about that. September 18th. We are going to jump right into things tonight, try and keep it as short as possible. But tonight we're going to hear from Jermaine. Is Amber going to hop on, Jermaine? Yeah, okay. Is she on? And I don't see her? No, she's not.
Next to me, shaking her head.
What?
Well, you sit on the
camera.
No, you can
get in here.
I wish
you guys could
see us. We're like on my bed. Ironing board.
There she is. So we actually are going to hear from the two sisters tonight because they were just at an event this past Saturday. So we want them to basically give us all of their feedback and takeaways of what they got from that. But before we hop into it, we're going to just kind of do some I don't know what you want to call it, businessy type stuff. I don't even know. I just want to remind everybody that we are going to do the new partner call tomorrow at 9 p.m. So if you have new-ish partners, or maybe it's somebody that, joined last month or something like that, but they're brand new to network marketing, this is like the call to tell them to hop on. So that's tomorrow night at 9 p.m. You, as their sponsor, you don't need to hop on unless you want to hop on. It's just a good way. Oh my gosh, my kid is freaking out. It's just a good way for them to kind of get a better feel for everything, and it's a less scary way to do a getting started right call. So the second thing is kind of a fun thing. I'm going to have Courtney Butler explain it. I'm going to unmute you. Oh my gosh, my child. I'm going to mute myself. So Courtney's going to explain something super fun.
Yes. So we're just going to do a super quick little push to get as many customers and business partners as we can. And so I know in Team Unity, they are doing something where you get entries for shareables and then those business packs, and you can actually win $200 or an Apple Watch, which is super huge. That's going on for the rest of the month. But we want to do something just within our team to get you rolling at the same time. So we're going to do something similar, but basically it's just to get customers or business partners first and foremost. So you'll get an entry for every customer or business partner. So one entry for that. And then you will get 3 entries for the shareables. Yep. And then it will keep going after that. So 5 entries for the $4.99 and then 7 entries. So similar to what they're doing in Unity, but we're even going to give you entries just for getting a customer or a business partner. And then for prizes, we're just going to do bags of coffee samples, so the sample sticks. So then you can just put it back into your business, because I know a lot of people are wanting samples and not everybody has gotten shareables or that sort of thing yet. So you'll get that as part of the challenge. So I'll post all of the rules tonight after the call, and then we'll start tomorrow and just go for 2 days.
Yeah, so kind of like a quick push. We wanted to keep it quick. I just think the quick ones, the 2-day ones are obviously they're more momentum when you kind of push for something like that, because you're like, oh gosh, I only have 2 days. I think when you do the longer ones, you're kind of like, I got a whole 2 weeks, I can do this. So we want to get all those new people that we just had sign on, super excited and ready to, reach out to people and things like that. So a 2-day push, I think, is not as overwhelming as maybe like a 2-week, something like 2-week long contest type of a thing. So we'll get all the details set up. This is kind of like a heads up. This is what we're doing since you're on the call type thing. We're letting you know. But yeah, we're excited for it. And now we are going to pass it off to Jermaine and Amber, who I know you guys are going to die when they hear some of the things that they said. So it is all you guys.
Hey guys, so I'm going to give you the updates first, and then Amber is going to share her takeaways. So we have a bunch of changes like we do every single week. Our customer service hours, they said it's been extended from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Central, but I don't know because I think Courtney was kicked off at 5 or 6, so I'm not really sure, but they told us that's their new hours. They have 17 people now instead of 10, so it should be going quicker. I tried to use them this week and it still took some time, so yeah, I guess, you know, hit or miss. You may get good feedback right away, or you might not. I know Courtney, she said that she hopped on and it was done in 30 seconds. That was not for me. Mine was like an hour of waiting. Also, we have an email address that we can send emails to now for our customers who need to cancel their orders, or maybe they had a double order, or they don't know how to cancel their own SmartShip, which is super simple, and I would recommend you help them cancel it instead of doing the email. But we can now send emails to cancel@Ellapreneurs. I'll type it in the comments here in a little bit, but we can send emails to them. Another thing they wanted us to look out for is we now have something reviewing our orders. If you have an order that's $300 or more, it's not going to ship right away. The system is going to flag it and it's going to be reviewed for fraud. So it's going to take a little bit longer. There's nothing wrong with the orders, but we've noticed that we've been getting a lot of high fraudulent activity and we're trying to cut it back so we don't have a lot of chargebacks. So if you have a customer who orders $300 or more, just watch out for it and make sure that it goes from, it says pending review, I believe, pending review to shipment. So just watch out for that. We did talk about Canada's flat rate. Do you guys know that Canada is now $39.75 to ship to them? It's not going to stay that way forever. That's what we have to work with right now, but they're working on it to get it changed. So if you have customers in Canada, please let them know because that is a big, big change. We have the UK coming in 2019. We don't know when, but it's coming in 2019. Another thing is if you have multiple SmartShip orders, it is going to cancel out and you're only going to be allowed to have one. So I know for like me, I had 2 SmartShip orders because I wanted to get different things throughout the month. But now they're cutting it down to 1 and we're limited to ordering 5 of the same product at a time. And it's because, have you noticed on Amazon, they sell our coffee for a lot higher price, or eBay? So they're trying to stop that. And the only way to stop that is to limit how many we can buy at a time. So the people who are ordering in bulk, they're not going to be able to sell on eBay if we're only allowing them to buy 5 a month. So that's why they have that in place. For those of you guys going to convention, if you saw there was a qualification to attend a dinner on Sunday, they have now lifted that qualification because they realize that we do not want to be that company. Like, we want everybody to be invited regardless of where you stand in the business. So that is lifted. We're all invited to Sunday's dinner. We have the new promoter packs. I don't know if you saw, they went into effect Wednesday. Was it Wednesday? Wednesday or Thursday last week, it went into effect. So we have that now. It's $4.99 and $9.99. It comes with shareables. See that kid in the back? It comes with shareables and some products. So you can sign into your back office and you should be able to see that. Now, the Larry and Taylor Thompson group that we were all wanting to push for, I got clarification on that. You do not need to sell shareables. If your person enrolls with 250 of any type of product and their enrollment fee, that will qualify you to get into that door. So that's good because some people don't want to buy shareables and some people just want to buy like the hemp oil and a whole bunch of other things, and it'll get them to qualify. Now, lastly is our social media. So it's a gray area when it comes to posting promos. You know how Some of us do, like, if you buy a bag of coffee from me, the next 10 people, I'm going to pay for your shipping. Or if you buy a bag of coffee from me, like the next 5 people, I'm going to give you Xanthamax. Or we're just offering some type of incentive. So they didn't say not to do that, but they do not want us posting about it on social media. And here's why. It's not fair. Let's say Kelly posts about how the next 5 people who join my team, I am going to give you $50. So that's awesome. Kelly can afford to do that, but Amber may not be able to afford to do that. So it's kind of making it like a not fair playing ground. So they don't want us doing that. You can do it in the back end. You can share it with people. You can post about how you have something special going on that you are hosting. Message me for deets or something like that. So share it with them in the back office and not on your social media page. And lastly, they do not want us posting our paychecks publicly. Now, if you're talking to somebody and you know like this can change their life and you want to show them what you're currently making, that is okay. But when you post about it publicly, you're kind of adding false hope. And I'm not gonna lie, me and Kelly, I can speak for both of us, we decided like, yeah, we're going to go all in with this company because we saw someone's paycheck. Now, it's not saying that you cannot make that money, but it's kind of unrealistic, right? Because you don't know how hard they're actually working to make $10,000 a month. And you don't want people to sign up and think, well, now I'm here, I'm going to make that kind of money. So we don't want to mislead people. So if you want to share it again privately, you can, but no posting of it publicly. They said compliance will be watching and taking it down. I don't know what happens if you get caught. They didn't say, but there are some consequences. So that is it. That is all I have for you guys. Oh, I already talked about that. Now it's Amber's turn. I'm throwing the ball over to Amber, and she's super nervous, so bear with her, okay? Because she's not loud like me.
Hi, guys. I hope you can hear me. I'm not loud like Jermaine. I'm the more calm person, like I'm on a...
Whatever.
I didn't have coffee, but that's just my voice. So on Saturday, we went to the, what is it called?
Sensational Saturday.
Sensational Saturday here in Houston. And the first thing I noticed, or we noticed, was that we were like the youngest people in this market. Like everyone was like our grandma and grandpa age. No joke, no exaggeration. So we are going to kill it with those millennials. But anyway, so it was a super awesome experience. I've gone to a few trainings with other network marketing companies I've been with, and this has probably been the most fun and most interesting to be at. Everybody was super friendly, and if you have one near you, you should definitely check one out. I can't say that everyone's going to be as awesome as the people we had, but I'm pretty sure they'll still be pretty awesome. So, we got to hear some people's stories, and I think the 3 that really stuck out to me is that there was a lady who was like crying because she literally said the coffee had saved her life. And then there was another one who almost made me cry because she was on antidepressants and she was super depressed for more than 3 years. And when she got the coffee in her hands, she is like a normal person again. And then there was one that blew my mind. They lost 30 pounds in 6 weeks. Thank you, coffee. Like, who the heck does that? But so we did learn a lot of stuff. We had some super awesome people that I've never heard of before speak. And yeah, I can't even think of their names right now. But I follow them on Facebook now.
I know them.
She knows them. So they said something that kind of was mind-blowing. If you want to do like a rollout money or rollover money, everybody who has a real job, raise your hand. You are doing a rollout money, which is basically you need to roll out of bed, go to work, and make your money, and that's the only way you can do it. However, everybody who gets to stay home and only work this business, raise your hand. That is what they call a rollover money, which is basically you can either roll over in your bed and not get out, but you can still make money. I don't know about you, but I'd rather be the rollover money, because if you don't want to get out of bed and you still make money, how amazing is that? I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but for network marketing, it has, in the US, it has gone down 1.6%. And a lot of it is because everybody is starting to think it's spammy and pyramid schemes and stuff like that. But this company is so special because they're really trying to change that to make people realize that it's not all pyramid schemes and spammy, which I think is super cool. We are the fastest growing company in this industry, and we don't have an actual comp plan documented. So that's pretty amazing. I personally didn't know that we didn't really have a comp plan documented, since people do talk about comp plans. But really, what kind of company can be the fastest growing and not even have a comp plan? So basically what it is the more volume you have, the more money you make, and just think of it that way. They kept stressing that who cares about the comp plan? The more volume you have, the more money you're going to make. So stick with that. Another thing that's super awesome is that our company has a 1-to-7 customer ratio, which is really, really big. Most companies are a 1-to-1 customer ratio, which is basically for every one customer you have one rep. But with us, it's one rep for 7 customers, which means you still benefit more. Sorry, guys.
You're not gonna die.
So if you guys don't know, if you are new to the company, they do have the different ranks. And the very first official rank is the bronze. And everybody keeps saying that that is the most important. Stop laughing, Kelly. Everyone keeps saying that is the most important rank. And when they explained it, it made sense because it is the most important, or because it is the very first rank. When you hit that rank, you're super excited and you're like, oh my God, I probably can do this. And so you're going to want to go help your new rep become a bronze, and then they're going to want to have everybody become bronze, and so on and so forth. And the more bronze you have, you're still going to be making even more volume. So that makes sense, why that's the most important rank. And basically once you become bronze, you're going to keep moving forward and you're going to keep growing. Another one that kind of made me sad was that everybody thinks network marketing is a pyramid scheme, and I totally found out that it's not. But if you have a real job, you are working at a pyramid scheme. Because if you are not the CEO, you will never make more money than the CEO. However, in network marketing, if Jermaine is Triple Crown Royal whatever ambassador,
Princess Diamond,
if she's a whatever Princess Diamond, but is like, this month I'm gonna probably recruit 1 customer. But me, who's a bronze, who goes and gets 450 more customers in a month, I have that opportunity to still make more money from her compared to her. So it's definitely not a pyramid scheme. And when they wrote it on the board and put it that way, I was really sad, because all those poor people who are working in the regular business world, they just don't know they're stuck in a pyramid scheme. And I think another one that is pretty cool is a lot of people are new to network marketing, and you're going to get a lot of no's, and you're going to get people who sign on who are super excited, but then you're going to have them just like ghost you and quit. Well, I found out that it's like a 97% chance that someone's going to quit and a 3% chance that they're going to stick around. So don't take it personal if you recruit 10 people this month and then 97% of them quit in a few months, because that's just how it is. All you got to do is keep your foot on the pedal and keep trucking along, like what Megan had said. What did she say?
posture.
Yeah, I don't know. Megan's. Sorry, I can't quote it right now. And then lastly, I think a really good quote that they kept saying is stay the course and act as if, because we are still at such a ground level that if you stick it out through all the crazy stuff that's going on with shipping and all the changes and all of the nutso new company stuff, then it'll pay off when everything else is ironed out. And of course, you should expect that from any new company. There's going to be lots of wrinkles they need to iron out. And I personally think that they're really working hard on that. And if you guys, I just know that Mr. Robert Oblon said that he doesn't go to all the Sensational Saturdays, which I'm kind of sad for anybody who doesn't get to meet him, because he's like super chill and super cool. And he admitted to taking 2 Xanthomaxes at one time.
Because of y'all and your shipping complaints. He's like, you guys need to stop hating on me.
He's like, raise your hand if you're still pissed off at me. Yeah, basically. That was basically it.
That's everybody in the room.
And but really there's so many people that we met that spoke on Saturday that if Jermaine knows their name, she should share it, because you guys should go check them out on social media and follow them, because I just have to say I want to be Ricky. And you don't even understand because you don't know who Ricky is. But that guy is amazing. And if you guys didn't know, a lady named Amy Smith, I thought Jermaine had a lot of customers.
No.
Amy Smith has 4,900 customers. Yeah, and she has 136 reps. How amazing is that? Like, so obviously you don't need all the reps to make the money, but share your product and people will come to you. And the biggest takeaway I had is, don't be a weirdo. Just talk to people like they're human, and just don't be a weirdo. And if these people hear you say nootropics in your conversation, they want to punch you in the face. So keep it simple and just share your product, because people are going to fall in love with it. And that is all I have. Thank you.
That was a lot, right? That was like super a lot. And I wish you guys could see her notes compared to mine, because she drew graphs and shit like that. And me, I'm just like, I'm all over the place. So bear with me. I'm going to pull together my information, but I'm not organized like Amber. So the people that were at our event, we had, I have it here, Chris Schweda. He's super awesome. He was like so motivational when he spoke to us. I absolutely loved him. He did our presentation. We have a business presentation at this event. So if you have one that you can go to, bring your prospects, because they're going to do the work for you. And you guys, it is not awkward. It's not weird. There's no charts where they're like, you know, like, have you been to a meeting before? Way when I was younger, I've been to a meeting. And you know what they tell you all the time? Well, you get one, and then you get another one, and then you teach them to get 2, and then they get 2, and then everybody gets 2, and then like you're rich. There is nothing weirdo like that. They didn't do any of that, because that is not the company we're trying to be. So Chris Schweda, I'll have Amber type his name here. He was one of the speakers. Ian Prather is another one. He was the one who hosted the event. He came from Prove It, and he said when he was invited by Ricky to come and take a look at the coffee, he did not want to, because he was giving up $1,200 a month at Prove It. And he was not sure, he couldn't afford to do that. And he was not sure that this was going to work. But Ricky gave him a sample of coffee and said, just drink that and talk to me tomorrow. And what stood out to me the most was, it was that simple. Like, Ian said he was a coffee enthusiast, and when he asked Ricky, he was like, Ricky, is this an instant coffee? And Ricky was like, oh my God, yes. And Ian was like, no, like, instant coffee is nasty. Like, what the hell's wrong with you? But he trusted him. He drank the coffee, and that next day he called him immediately, and he said all kinds of cuss words that, you know, he didn't really want to say. But he said once he tasted that coffee, he knew that this was what he needed to do. He walked out of Prove It, and now he's making, I think he's making like $40,000 a month. This last paycheck, he made $50,000.
Not including bonuses.
It's like, put your head down, guys, and do the work. Another one she mentioned, Amy Smith, she did not talk at our event, but she was there. She has 4,900 customers, you guys, and she gets them through her blog. So she does a keto blog.
3 people.
Oh, she's interrupting me, you guys. I'm like, what the hell? So what was I saying? She has 4,900 customers, and half of those people don't even know that she's in network marketing because she's selling these things on her blog. She has like the #2 keto blog out there, and she says she tries so hard not to make people realize that she does network marketing because it's so much easier that way. Do you know that she has talked to 3 people in person? That's it. And all of her reps, they were her customers. I think she said, what did she have? 2 reps signed up for the business out of like 140 something. They all came from customers. So if you're growing your business right now with just customers, that's okay. It's going to take longer, but it can happen. So don't feel like you're doing it wrong. So those are the people that talked to us. I thought that they were super amazing. Now, Rob also said this. All of those people right now, they're making $50,000 a month, not including their bonuses and their weekly and whatever. However, we sometimes get stuck in sharing the fast success. So the people who are making $200 a month, they now feel irrelevant. That is not what we want you guys to feel. Like, a lot of these people, they had a lot of issues. They've already grown from all the issues they have. They already have a network. They put their head down and they got to work, and they worked really, really hard. So he's like, please don't let them make you feel like what you're doing is not worth it. He just wants you to see the possibilities that what you can do. And the biggest thing that stood out to me, these guys are all in the same team. And I want to say that they're on our team too, because Lori, if you guys didn't know Lori, I can't remember her last name, but she's like above Brittany. That's their upline. And you want to know how they built their business? Like, brace yourself, because you're going to shit your pants when you find out how they got to $1 million in sales in like months. They only shared stories. 3 months, guys, $1 million in sales. And all they did was hop on a Zoom call and share stories. They took the lady who had like plantar fasciitis and they shared her story. They took the person who lost like 30 pounds in 6 weeks and they shared their story. They took the lady who was like suicidal and feeling depressed, and they just had them share their stories. And they invited their people, their prospects, to hop on these calls and just hear stories. Is that not insane? So I was like, that is kind of weird. Like,